A new year is among us, 2023. A fresh start, a new chapter, new beginnings, and lots of new cozy farm RPGs that are planned to release in this exciting year. Oh boy, it's going to be amazing. And what better way to start 2023 off other than showing you all of my top 15 farming sims that I personally am most looking forward to playing this year. So my list is going to go up in order from the bottom until we reach my number one spot, the one I am most excited for and I just cannot wait to get my hands on. The top 10 for me are guaranteed and they've been up there for a long time, but the first 5 that I'm going to talk about are new games that I have discovered recently which are very intriguing and I think they deserve to be looked at in more detail. So let's start this year off the right way, guys, and begin at number 15. And this game is called Wholesome Out and About. Like I said, we don't really know much about this game, and this is one that's just came up out of nowhere and I've only just recently discovered, and I do like the looks of. The main story of this is you've come to help your granny out after a terrible storm which destroyed her cottage and wreaked havoc in a coastal town. You got to find a way of restoring the home and trying to reunite the townsfolk. There's going to be cooking in the game, lots of foraging in the wild. You've got to discover the natural world by learning and identifying the wild food and trying out loads of new skills in this real world. The graphics look very nice, and what I like about this game is it is going to be open world, so there's going to be lots of exploring, which I love games like that. They're very cozy, and of course you can take care of your garden, growing your own fruit and vegetables. They have got plans to release this on Switch, I believe, as well, and it should be coming sometime this year. Next up on the list is a game called The Witch of Fern Island. This is a game about a young girl who wants to become a real witch. You can immerse yourself in the history on the island and get to know the inhabitants, and it's time to find your place in the world. If you like farm RPGs and life sims but you also love magical games and all that witchery stuff, then this one might be right up your sleeve. During your story on the Fern Island, you can take part in witchcraft by practicing things such as magic, rituals, and you can explore the secrets of the island or helping lots of diverse people. And your progress will be judged by the members of the Academy of Witches. There's lots of people to talk to and build up relationships up with. You can fly around the map on a broom, so enjoying the actual nature and the scenery and exploring the islands is going to be a great feature for this game, also like an open world as well. And of course the main thing about this game is learning how to become a witch. Forage things in order to craft potions and magic. You can discover new recipes. This one is also planned to release early this year, sometime soon in the next few months, and I know a lot of you guys are going to probably enjoy this one. Next up on the list at number 13, if we go with the theme of the wizardy, witchy, magical farm sim, and this one is called Kitori Academy. I know this one is highly anticipated and a lot of people can't wait to get their hands on this one. Kitori Academy is a life simulator where you live the adventures of a wizard apprentice with your spirit companion. You can train your magical skills and learn how to brew potions, grow vegetables, and catch spells to challenge the curse that lurks in the world. So basically, you are an apprentice and you're going to learn how to become a wizard by attending classes, being able to brew potions, craft charms, and heal creatures. You can actually befriend the other apprentices around you. There's lots of unique characters, and together with these people you can explore the academy to uncover all of its secrets. But you don't just have to spend your time inside the academy, you can go out and explore the wildlands, the surroundings of the academy. This is where you'll be able to go bug catching, fishing, foraging, and cooking. Super excited for this one. Can't wait to play this. I love farm sims and also like Harry Potter style, magical fantasy games. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Also planned to release, I think I heard, in summer this year, 2023, and I believe it's also coming to Switch. Next up in the 12th spot is a game called Ova Magica, or Magica, however you want to say it. This basically is a game where Stardew Valley meets Pokemon. This is a wholesome JRPG farm game which is inspired by those classics. And after you move to take care of the farmstead in a quaint little hamlet called Clovertown, you're introduced to something that changes your life forever. blobs. These blobs are cute wobbly creatures which hatch from eggs. You can treat them with care and they can become your greatest companions. There is loads to discover, and of course they are cross-breedable. And then you can use these blobs to face off against rival blob trainers, which is where the Pokemon element comes in, and this will help you out around the farm with their unique abilities. And as your relationships with the locals and the town increases, the secrets of Clover Town start to unlock right in front of your eyes. This game looks super cute, super adorable, very vivid and colourful. You can actually get married in this game and have girlfriends and boyfriends and go dating. There are bachelors and bachelorettes as well. Lots of characters in the game. This one is also planned to release this year, but there is no official date. I'm not sure when this one's going to be coming. Hopefully soon. And also guys, make sure you look out for a video that I'm releasing very soon. I do have the closed preview version of this game which I'm allowed to show off to you guys, and we can play and test it and see what it's all about, and I can't wait to dive into that. That is going to be the next video. But let's move on to number 11, the next game on the list, and this one is called Space Chef. Now I had my eyes on this game for quite a long time. I remember seeing this a couple of years ago. It was on Kickstarter, I believe. This is basically a cooking restaurant managing game which is set in the galaxy, up in space. After the notorious galactic burger arrives in your neighborhood, local kitchens have begun mysteriously blowing up. And where have all of those beloved family recipes disappeared to? You are a young, aspiring chef with only a simple space trailer and the remnants of your grandma's cookbook to your name. Will you rise to the challenge by rebuilding your home, exploring the galaxy, cooking up lots of cosmic cuisine, and trying to become the greatest space chef in the universe? This game is going to be awesome. You can hunt, cook, deliver. It is a 2D open world action cooking adventure with a unique art style, which I love by the way, and it's all with the wackiness that you'd expect from a space western. The art design of this game is the thing that intrigues me the most about this game. I kind of get some Rick and Morty vibes from this. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's because it's the art style or it's because it's a crazy wacky game with all of the weird creatures and things like that, but I do get some kind of Rick and Morty vibes with this, and it looks awesome. And the best thing about this game as well, guys, is you can play up to 3 friends in a local couch co-op to try and build up your own galactic food empire restaurant together. You can travel to different alien worlds in search for the freshest ingredients, and you can use them to cook snacks for your hungry customers or meals, and then you can eventually upgrade your base into a one-stop ship for all of your needs, from farming and frying to fabricating helper bots to help you fight off those space pirates. And remember, in the vacuum of space, no one can hear your scream for ice cream. Hey, love it. Can't wait for this one. Another one planned to release this year that I am definitely looking forward to. All of these ones on the list, guys, are just ones that I'm personally excited for the most. Let me know yours down below, and if any of these are something you are interested in as well. But now, guys, we are into the top 10. Like I said, these ones have been set in stone for a while. The first 5 I've just spoke about there are new ones that I kind of discovered. Other than Space Chef, I kind of knew about that game for a while. But I'm not going to lie, I did forget about it until it popped up on Steam the other day. And I was like, oh, I remember this game. But okay, let's move to number 10. And this one is called Song of the Prairie. And your story begins in the mysterious Prairie town. Untouched by the conflicts for now, this place is inhabited by interesting people, giant plants, and strange animals. Here, the 4 seasons cycle very fast. You can plant crops, learn stories, explore the world, take things into your own hands, and build up your farm. These are what you can experience at your own pace from this mysterious land. There is infinite possibilities which await you on the land. No matter what lifestyle you may choose, this land never fails to surprise you. Some of the key features: there is a seamless map with a whole exciting interactive environment where you can raise livestock, cook, gather vegetables, ingredients which then you can go on to use to cook. And there's so much building, crafting, personalization, customization, and there are 25 NPCs in the town which all have a unique story which you can learn about, which eventually you can take them on dates and possibly spend the rest of your life with them. This game is also coming soon, planned to release sometime this year. This one looks very, very interesting. I love the 3D design. Reminds me a little bit of Re-Legend, but a little bit better. If you want to find out more about all of these games, there'll be links down below in the description. But let's move on to number 9. And this one is called A New Leaf Memories. A farm RPG which is inspired by the classics that we know and love, such as Harvest Moon. You wake up on the beach of a foreign island, unable to recall anything. You are alone and equipped with only the basic farming tools which are provided by the town residents. and you get gifted a small empty plot of land by the mayor, and you have to transform and manage the terrain as it blossoms into your own unique farm. You can grow crops, plant trees and flowers, and raise your own farm animals. You are free to choose the life you want. There is cooking in the game, with plenty of fruits and vegetables to use for ingredients. You can explore the world, you can go mining by heading down to the mines for an adventure and explore a network of secret caves. You may stumble upon precious gems and mines and ores which you can utilise to upgrade and improve your tools. And if you dare to visit the deeper mines, you may discover rare resources. There is fishing in the game and a whole interactive system with relationships. You can speak with and befriend the townsfolk, and you can gift them items or even trade with them, and every resident has a unique personality and a backstory, and it's up to you to learn about them. By completing side quests for the neighbours, you may fetch a better buying and selling price, which will unlock special rewards, and friendship may even turn into romance when you least expect it. Lots of quests in the game, there's pets and animals also, so you'll never feel alone. You'll have a companion with you, there's cats and dogs, and your pet, aside from keeping you company, can also assist you with your farming duties. There's a ton of customization in the game, with your character, to your house, to the farm. This one looks adorable, definitely reminds me of the classics that I grew up playing, and I can't wait to dive into this one. This one is planned to release in March of this year, 2023 March, so not long away. Let's move on to number 8, and this is called FaeFarm, planned to come to the Nintendo Switch. So this is a Switch exclusive. This one is planned to release in spring 2023, which is very soon. You can escape to the fairy tale life of your dreams in FaeFarm. This is a farm sim RPG which can be played with up to 4 players. You can craft, cultivate and decorate to grow your shared homestead, and use spells to explore the enchanted island of Azoria. You'll be able to forge new bonds with the residents, discover Fae magic, and even trek across mysterious realms. And as the seasons change, you'll use all you've learned and discovered together to restore the world around you. This is a magical farm RPG. The visuals look stunning, and it looks very, very intriguing and interesting, and I think this game really looks well for the Switch. It's going to be a perfect Switch game. The fact that it's going to be a 4-player local game with online multiplayer to share this journey with people is going to be super, super exciting. Not much more about the game right now other than what we have seen here with the trailer and the description of the game, but it is coming in spring, so we haven't got too long to wait. Next up on the list, number 7, and this game is called The Ranchers. I've actually done a video on this game, kind of announced it because this one looks awesome, and I've said it before, this one really reminds me a little bit of like a Stardew Valley farm game, but crossed in with The Sims, because this is an open world country life sim which can also be played with up to 4 players, and you can raise animals, grow crops, craft machines, build up the dream house, and explore the gigantic open world where mines and dangerous monsters are abound. And you can earn the villagers' respect and esteem, and who knows, you can maybe find love to start your own family. Like I said, I have done a video on this game if you want to check it out in great detail. Kind of did a 30-minute, like a first look gameplay video of this game where I teamed up with the developers, and I had such a blast, and I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed the looks of this one too, and I can't wait to see even more. This is where things start to get interesting, because all of these next games I'm about to show you are super, super amazing, and I can't wait for all of these. Number 6 is called PixelShire. This is a unique sandbox town building experience crossed in with, of course, the farming sim adventure game. This is a cute 2D game. You can develop the perfect town and the farm of your dreams with the terraforming features that allow you to carve and craft the landscape. This game reminds me a lot of Littlewood, if you've played that, where you shape the land and the world around you basically. You can build and decorate your own unique house. Your town will grow with each citizen that you encounter along the way, and each villager has his own house that you must place and design. You can manage your shop, which you can use to sell valuable items that you find in your adventures or goods that you produce. There's a whole continent that can be explored. You can travel and fight your way through the forests or mountain jungles and many more biomes. And you can also mine for the ore as you descend into randomly generated dungeons. And you can become a part of PixelShire's community by making friends with the inhabitants, each with their own personality, and you can also find romance in this game. I love the pixel design of this game, it looks super adorable, and I can't wait to play this one. But now, we are into the top 5, and let's start off with 1. Lonely Outpost. Now I've actually had this game on my radar for quite some time. I actually did a video on this as well a long time ago, and I was really impressed with the game then, but that felt like such a long time ago. I'm trying to actually remember when that was. Okay, well I made the video in 2020, so 3 years ago kind of, and this is basically a space farm sim. I will link the video if you want to go ahead and watch what the game looked like 3 years ago, but a lot has changed and the development has been full force since then. And basically this is an alien world which needs a farmer's touch to try and bring it back to life, and that is your job. This is a sci-fi colonization life sim which you can terraform a barren world, turn blasted wastelands into a verdant landscape while exploring, farming, building and unlocking all of the mysteries of this strange new world. They are planning to release the early access in March, so we do have to remember a lot of these games that are releasing possibly could be early access this year. But now we are into the top 4. This is where it gets exciting. Now number 4 is a little controversial because this is a game called Super Zoo Story. Now this game did actually have a big backlash from the community because people thought the game looked too similar to Stardew Valley and the developers got accused of stealing assets and things like that. Now I was one of these people. I did agree it looked very similar to Stardew Valley, almost too similar and identical to the point where people thought this game was a clone or maybe a Stardew Valley 2, but the developers have recently took the backlash and they have took on board all of the feedback, and the game has changed a lot recently. They have redesigned the game, they have changed the pixel design and kind of made it their own, and although it still looks like a Stardew Valley game, it has definitely changed from when we first saw announcement of this game. So I have to respect the developers for listening and kind of changing and taking on board the feedback. Now this still might be controversial, a lot of people might not play the game because of this reason, but I am willing to give it a go because this game does have huge potential. We'll see how this goes in the future, but this is planned to release this year. You guys will have to let me know about this one. I am willing to give it a go and see. Hopefully the game doesn't play like Stardew Valley. I don't mind if it looks similar. I don't believe they have stole assets from Stardew Valley. I kind of think they've just been inspired by it, but rather than taking their own twist on it and creating their own game, they kind of use Stardew Valley as a reference, but a little too heavy. So we'll see how this goes in the future, but this is planned to release this year. But enough of that, let's move on to number 3. We're in the top 3. Now we already spoke about a game earlier called Space Chef, which is kind of like a cooking farm sim. Now this is another one along those lines. These two are very similar, but this one beats it for me. I have been so excited for this because this game looks incredible, and it is called Chef RPG. So like I said, it is based around cooking, but you are not set in a space or sci-fi world. Basically you are a traveling chef who has been given the task of reviving a place called Lisiqua. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but it was once a famous restaurant in White Ash Harbour, and you can begin your new life in this beautiful seaside town, which was once a thriving tourist destination. You can hunt, harvest and shop for ingredients, and along the way you can befriend fascinating locals and help revive the town as a tourist hotspot. You can craft your culinary adventure in an open-ended RPG which you can choose how to grow your restaurants. Will you become a master chef and create the most delicious dishes for your customers? Or perhaps you could become a brave adventurer and impress your customers with rare ingredients? Or maybe create a network of friends and grow your businesses through charisma and influence. The choice is yours. I was actually following the progress of the developer on this game. He's actually got a YouTube channel and he shows you the steps of his development. He'll put out the progress and it's so fascinating to see. I love the artwork and the pixel design of this game. I also love cooking, so having a farm RPG which is focused on, restaurant management and cooking, this one really screams to me, and I can't wait to play this one. This one is planned to release again the third section of the year, Q3 2023, so maybe another one that we can expect to see around the end of summer or autumn, and I can't wait to give this one a go as well. But guys, it is time for the top 2. Have you guessed what these could be? Which ones have we not covered yet? Let's get straight to number 2, and this one is called Roots of Pacha. Of course it is. I love this game. I have been lucky enough to play the alphas and test this game out with the developers. I've even played with them live on streams to test it out. I've been following the progress of this game for quite a long time, and I just can't wait for this game to get fully released on the 25th of April. What is Roots of Pacha? Well, if you've not seen any videos on the channel, this is a farm RPG set in the Stone Age, so a very prehistoric farm sim, which I love. I love the prehistoric times. This game is all about learning and discovering things, because this was a time where people didn't really know how to do things. You know, it was all about learning. And you can domesticate crops, discover ideas, befriend animals, contribute to the growth of your village. You can play with friends as well in co-op, which I have already done with the developers, and it's super fun. And this game is all about tuning into the nature. You can discover, gather, and farm for vegetables and herbs. You can explore the surrounding wilderness to find animals which you can befriend and domesticate. You can fish in the shallow waters and the deep waters to see what lies in their depths. And you can go mine in the darkest caves filled with mysteries and secret powers. You can evolve as a clan by discovering and developing the tools and ideas that reshape the primitive world. You can learn to process and preserve the food, meat and vegetarian and vegan options also. There is metalworking. You can create beautiful pottery and art and unlock your clan's spirituality and invent new buildings to expand the village any way you want. It's all about being a clan and working together. You are a tight-knit community of people, and this will ensure your village's survival, each with their own fears and dreams. You can develop friendships and overcome hardships together. You can grow your village by inviting people from other clans to come and live with you. You can participate in primitive festivals and rituals, and when the time comes, you can even find love. There's lots of customization with the character's appearance, cosmetics, and of course around the amazing farm as well. You can design, place, decorate your own unique home to return to after a hard day's work. And the most exciting thing about this game is you can play with friends. There's lots to discover and do together. This one is definitely up there, and I recommend everyone to get involved with this game and try it out, because you do not know what you're missing. We've not got long to wait, and oh boy is there going to be lots of videos on the channel for this. But it's that time. Number 1, we are finally here. The game I am most looking forward to, and if you haven't guessed already, this is called Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Oh my god. So, this is actually a remake of Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. This is coming to Switch in the summer of this year. And if you guys have never played the original, the classic Harvest Moon, obviously it was for a specific generation, you know, people born in the 90s, but this was the game that got me into farm RPGs, guys. Well, to be honest, it was like Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, Friends of Mineral Town, etc. But this game, The Wonderful Life, I played day in, day out. I used to get back from school, I didn't even get changed, I'd go straight onto the PlayStation, put on this game and just have hours of fun. It was kind of the first farm RPG where you could get married and have kids. It was so peaceful, so cozy, just fishing and selling things on the market. And back then I thought the game looked incredible, so to be able to have a remake of this, oh my god, it's going to be insane. I am so excited for this. I had no idea they would have remade this. I was asking for it for years and years, like, oh, I wish they could remake this. I wish. And guys, they have actually gone and done it. A classic, the soundtrack, everything about this game is literally the reason why I fell in love with farm sims or farm RPGs. It was all because of this. This game is my childhood and it brings back so much memories. This one means a lot to me and I cannot wait to play this. The remake looks incredible. I love the visuals, the graphics, it's the clear Story of Seasons, you know, design, their own unique design, and oh yeah, I just can't wait, guys. Even though it's a remake, it still looks like the way I played it, just, you know, just better graphics, but the whole story of the game and the feel of it just feels the same. Just from watching the trailer and hearing the music, it just feels like I'm back here again as a kid in my school uniform playing this game. You can actually age in this game as well. It was one of the first kind of games I played where you could grow up and age, and like I said, and get kids and things like that. And your kids can actually grow up in the game as well, which was super exciting. So creating your own family was a big thing about this. I just can't wait, guys. If you want to see this on the channel, please let me know, but I am going to be completely playing the hell out of this game. And this is the one I'm so excited for this year, and we don't have too long to wait. In summer, the perfect time to play this. Oh god, this looks incredible. But guys, that is it. 15 farm RPGs that I've planned to release this year in 2023 that I just can't wait for. This is my list, personal to me. Obviously, everyone else is different. You might have some other games here, some that I've not heard of. and you might disagree with some of these, but this is just the ones that I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play that. Like I said, let me know down below your top 15 or top 10, which one are you most excited for? It's going to be a great year for the genre, a great year for me, great year for the channel, and hopefully you all have a great year as well. What a perfect way to start off 2023. Take it easy guys, and we're going to wrap this one up right there. We've got lots to look forward to, but until then, I will see you on the next one guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and stay cozy.